Hello and welcome. Time to level tank again. I've been working on Dark Knight and I've part way through level 71, so that means I can do Holminster Switch again with the trust system. So let's go straight into that. So I've been quietly working on tanks for a while. I've got them all to 60 plus now. It's just Paladin left at 60-ish and Dark Knight at 71 now. And I don't know how many trust runs I will be doing with Dark Knight because Boston Front, whatever it's called, is out tomorrow, and I understand I can level characters from 71 and above with it. So that might be a more interesting way to level a tank than, well, this basically. So Dark Knight, my impressions so far are I do like it as a tank. I don't know if I like it more than other classes like Gunbreaker. I need to Gunblade then. I was thinking, what the hell's it called again? Yeah. So Gunbreaker is my favourite level 80 tank, but I've only got two level 80 tanks, which is Gunbreaker and Warrior. I like Gunbreaker for the more DPS style, I suppose, and Warrior just doesn't, I don't know, something about it just doesn't feel right for me. That's not to say it's bad, I just didn't gel with it in the same way. I'm still forgetting to use cooldowns, as you might have just noticed there. Who's my healer today? Urianjay. Sorry, Urianjay. I should use some of the other skills a bit more often as well. Normally I would probably only use single target attacks, so I'm not got the muscle memory for multiple AoE, that's what I'm looking for, attacks yet. I didn't mention it, but first time in here with a Dark Knight anyway. Obviously I've been here already with both, have I been here with Gunbreaker? I can't remember, but I have certainly been through here with Warrior. I can't remember now, it's long enough ago. So I'm not the fastest at levelling tank. It probably doesn't help that I don't do the daily levelling roulettes because they're really good experience. I did say I like Dark Knight so far. It's in parts because the attack combo I like the feel of. I don't know how to describe it apart from that really. So you got your basic pattern, but you also have a lot of those GCDs. It just makes it a little bit more interesting. And I like the AoE as well, because it's probably, I mean, at the risk of being boring, it's one button. I'll just spam, what's it called again? Unleash. I don't even know what it's called, but that one. So, you know, if nothing else, you can just spam that as your routine AoE. Of course, you've got the OGCD AoEs as well. Are they off? Yes, they are. That one I just used, I don't know what that's called either. And that one is not off GCD. So, I'm not even going to try reading that. I can't read it. The other one is Flood of Darkness. That's another problem I've always had, which is I don't know skill names. It doesn't really matter what the skill name is. I just know it as a button I press. So I know it's button 6 at the moment. I don't know what it's called. I know what it does, which is it's an attack with some restorative function. What is it? Restores MP. I should use that one a bit more as well. This is Delirium, which lets me use Quietus, which is a AoE. Why did I do that? I try to keep my tanks with similar skills in a similar button position, so it's not totally alien each time, although they do work slightly differently. So the basic attack combo is always 1, 2, 3. I did break a little bit here. Most characters I have would have their single ranged attack as control 4. But because I've got this pair of skills, it's the same skill basically, but one's AoE, one's single target. So I thought I'd keep them together, but that does mean the AoE is now, not AoE, the range is now on control 3 instead of control 4. As long as I don't switch between tank classes too much, which I think is not likely to be a problem, it'll be okay. Just get used to it. I probably do want to use cooldowns on this one because it's quite a big pull. And a ground AoE, probably not a bad idea. All the AoEs. How am I doing? Not bad, eh? I mean, I'm not panicking from, you know, I haven't got a I'm gonna die feeling like I did with whichever the last tank was I took from here, Warrior. So either your range is a lot better healer than, who did I have before? Alpha no. Or this is just working better. I tell a lie, there's one more variable as well. I might not have had best equipment for Warrior when I came through here. I did upgrade almost entirely to the 400 item level set now. I think I've got one ring at 340 which I could upgrade, but I haven't done so yet. Yep, I think Dark Knight has potential to be my favourite tank class, even overtaking Gunbreaker. I don't know what the skills above level 71 are like yet, obviously because I haven't got there. The Bosgen front is supposed to upsync you to level 80 with all the skills and item equipment as well, item level. So that could be really interesting how that works. Because I don't know what the skills I haven't tried yet are. One thing I might have to do before tomorrow is have a bit more of a Dark Knight glam, because I'm still in my Nico Yasuo cheap knockoff, effectively, outfit. Where am I supposed to be? I'm in the wrong place. Doesn't matter, as long as I'm not taking damage, that's fine. Everything's fine, everything's okay. Just keep on damaging, everything will be okay. Do I need a something there? Cooldown, that's the word I was looking for. That's probably still an area of improvement for me, to learn which cooldown does exactly what. I just tend to spam them in a... It's not random, but in a... I spam them in a fixed order, if that makes sense. Well, that's something I haven't really looked at before. Apparently LSA is really LB happy. So I've heard before. Did she? No, she didn't use it. I thought something tried to go off then. Or am I imagining things? Or was it just an attack? A regular attack, even? Did I just do the AoE? Run for the hills. I'm not going to make it in time, am I? That was really close. I made it. And that's where I wanted to go last time, but didn't. Just a tiny safe zone there. I'm used to playing ranged characters, so if in doubt, run out, basically. Run away. Now that's the LB, is it? That's the LB done. Thanks, Alice, mate. I chose this trust party because I'm running a bit low on characters that are reaching the higher levels. So 2 of them are still on 71, 72-ish, so it'd be just useful to get them up a bit further. Right, did I pick the right half? I don't know how it decides which half to attack, but I guess we're done. And we're down 1 boss. I don't think I need any of these. Well, that's the wrong class anyway. Like I said, I have got a 400 set already, except for this ring, 340, so I want to replace that. Ooh. No, I shouldn't have used that. So I believe from memory this restores... No, that's the wrong button. I'm thinking of a different one. What am I thinking of? Never mind. One of the buttons I press restores MP. Is it that one? No, it's not that one. No, there's that one. Not even close. It wasn't an attack, it's that one. But it only works on single target. Oh, hang on. I'm wrong. I misread it. It does include AoE. I thought, for some reason, I thought it was only a single target attacks that counted. Was that always a ring of healing? Give me a ring of fending. Because that should be... What item level are they? No, wrong one. I'm opening all the wrong windows. Go away. 390. I mean, it's still better than what I have, even if it's not ideal. It's not perfect. I was going to hit the market ball before this, but I forgot. Probably doesn't make a huge difference, but just for completeness, and I'm not exactly lacking in resources. That reminds me as well, I don't know if the Bosnian Front awards poetics for taking part. A lot of content does give you poetics. But I will try to remember to empty my poetics before going into tomorrow, so I can maximise the gain from it and not cap all the time, which I do with poetics. So on that note, tomorrow is patch 5.35. I can't remember what is in it. Oh, did I not grab them in time? Oh, slow is horrible. Where was I? Patch 5.35 tomorrow. Did I not grab that one as well? Where's my DPS that bad? That even with tank skill, I'm not grabbing immunity off it. Right, I'm going to get there in the end. Patch 5.35, I can't remember what is in it, but I do know 2 things are happening. 1, new housing, and that's going to be my goal, is to get a house. Any house. Don't care what house it is. I'm currently on Ragnarok, but this character started on Lich, and I had a beachfront property on there in Shirogane, and that was the hardest thing to give up when moving servers. I mean, no regrets. I love the community I'm in now. But losing a house was an undesirable side effect of that. And I want to get another one. And I still haven't 100% decided on my strategy yet, but I think I will try to go for one in lavender beds this time. I haven't had a house in lavender beds before. Let's go back one step then. So on my original character is on Phoenix, and I have a house there in Mist. And by a series of circumstances, I also have a free company house, which is in Kugane. Friends started the free company, but they moved their characters to another free company so that they could join a more, well, an active, I wouldn't say more active, an active free company, because there were basically only 3 of us in that free company that were active. So I became de facto leader, and there's a few inactives in there, so the free company isn't dissolved, but that's it basically. So that's how I ended up with 2 houses. So in that sense, I'm not missing Shirogane that badly. My character on Lich, like I said, did have a house in Shirogane as well. When was on Lich anyway, obviously now here on Ragnarok. So yeah, I think I would like to try lavender beds, because if there is no other alternative, I will look in a goblet, but I'm not desperate enough to go there in the first instance. I mean, will it give me the highest chances of getting a house? I don't know. I just have no idea how many people tomorrow, as soon as servers go up, how many people will be racing towards a house. So I'm not going to be greedy. I will take any small house. I'm not even, in my mind, I'm not even focusing on a specific plot. I'm just saying, log in ASAP, go to Lavender Beds ASAP, find the first house that is on sale and buy it. That is the plan. I don't care about location, don't care about position. Those can be changed later. Just getting the house at all in the first place isn't, it is going to be the main focus. There is a little bit of guild loss, obviously, from losing the previous house, but when I did so, the house itself turned back into a permit, so I've still got that permit. So hopefully that lets me build a house without having to spend the money on the building permit again. But I don't know if it will, if there's any restrictions on house type, because it's a Shirogane house. I don't know if I have to, you know, can they only be used in Shirogane or can I use them anywhere? I don't know. I'm hoping it's anywhere, but I don't know that. Where do I want to be? I've got enough gear anyway. What am I on? 49 and a bit million. Still haven't recovered from the Ishgard restoration yet. I've spent so much gear on crafting materials during that time. I was about 50 million. I dropped to about 46 and now I'm climbing slowly back up to 50 again. There's not too much I need, thankfully. I mean, I could probably afford a medium house, but again, I'm just not going to try for it. They're so limited in availability and I don't need it. I mean, I wouldn't say no to one if it was still available, but I expect people to rush towards the medium and larges you know, for an upgrade. But as a personal house, a small is fine. I'll take it if I can get one. Trousers, no. Ring off fending, that's all I want. The other thing I do know is in the patch is the Boss Gen Front, or Eureka the next generation. I was trying to be clever then. I was thinking, like, isn't Eureka just basically Diadem 2.0 anyway? The original I'll start again. The original Diadem, not the current Gathering one. I've only done original Diadem once, and it did remind me quite a bit of current Eureka. It's not the same, but it's very similar in style. So Eureka, then we got Boss Gen Front, which, so you could say it's Diadem 3 almost. Or maybe it's not an almost about it. Or should it be called Eureka 2? Is it more similar to Eureka than it is to original Diadem? Or does none of this matter anyway? I'm not sure. What am I trying to say? My hype for it isn't that high because I'm thinking, you know, it is intentionally meant to be a grind. And purely because of the location, I'm not entirely sure it'd be that nice, if that makes sense. It's meant to be a war zone. It's like fighting in the trenches, and Eureka is like exploring a new world. Now we're exploring a war trench. It's not the same. So I think it's going to look a lot more gritty, a lot more dull, a lot more boring, a lot more horrible in general. But that's war for you. Maybe I'm wrong on this, you know, I don't know until I try it, but that's just my impression. You know, how hard or easy would it be to get a party? I don't know. How much salt will be flowing? Who knows? So I'll be doing it tomorrow, but I don't know how much time I'll be spending in it. You know, will I be grinding it for hours on end, or will I just try it for a bit and go like, okay, so that's what it's like, and then not touch it again? I should do something else other than just AoE now, shouldn't I? But because I can level classes from 71, I understand, that means I can take Dark Knight in there and level. But I want a more war-suitable glam, I think. The weapon at the moment I'm okay with, because it's the Eureka... which one is it? It's the Pyros weapon. I'm out of the... what they called again? Crystals, or whatever they're called. So I can't do the Hydatos upgrade. But each stage is quite glowy and nice anyway, so I don't mind. You know, it's still fine. If I zoom in a bit, maybe you can see a bit better. So it's got, I don't know how you describe it, a dark and light, cloudy, particulate-ish effect. Now, one glam I have got in reserve is one I did for when the Dwarf Beast Tribe came out. We got the tank mount, and one of the events I wanted to join in was kind of like a war-themed tank, military style glam. And I never actually got to use it in the event because it clashed with something else and I didn't turn up for it. You know, the idea was to have a lot of people in a lot of tanks do some kind of war reenactment. I have no idea how that went. Saw a few screenshots, it looked epic. I really wish I was a part of it, but I really had to be somewhere else as well, so it didn't happen. But I did make a glam for it. So I still got that glam. It's maybe not Dark Knighty because it's a little bit more military style, I suppose, rather than a solo figure of darkness, which I think in my mind is more what a Dark Knight should be. But it's still a maybe. Maybe I should double check what weapons there are now. Did Dark Knight get a scythe as well as part of the Black Bosom set? I don't recall. Because if they did, I could get some like hooded robe. I don't know, can you get hooded robe for a tank? It sounds like more of a caster thing, or healer. But imagine if I could have like, I just have like a dark robe with a hood on it, and a scythe, and I could just walk around like Death. That could be fun, but I'm not sure if that piece of equipment exists. Hello, we meet again, Philia. Prepare to die. You did not kill my father, but I'm going to kill you anyway. I'm a bad tank, aren't I? I'm facing the tank towards the party. I'm not sure I'll ever seriously play tank. When I say seriously, I mean in a formal structure content, let's put it that way. When you're supposed to have a tank, a healer and some DPS type content, I'm thinking. So who's going to get chained? Is it me normally on the first one? I can't remember. Or someone else? No, it's... Who is that? I can't see. Lola. Okay, she's worth saving. I had been wondering, should I make a top waifus of Final Fantasy XIV video? Because there's some obvious choices, like Stola, for example. But she wouldn't. I don't think she would be in my personal top 10. So some people I think would, yeah, might not agree with that. But she's not my type. I'm not sure how to describe her, but a bit too serious, I think, for me. So I'm not sure who I would include in my top 10 list. I really like Nashu. Yes, Nashu. Ooh. Trying to think and do game mechanics at the same time. Maybe not be the best best idea I've had. Nashu Makaraka. What does he see in the inspector? I'm better than him. Why doesn't she follow me around? Always wanted a pet cat. Oh, I'll run forward too far then. Just a little bit too eager. I mean, who else would I pick? Well, I'll still go through... Oh, we'll just push the wrong button then. I will go through a few more I wouldn't pick. I don't think I would go for LSA either, for example. If nothing else, then for the reason that, you know, one day it's going to be poor light, you're going to get confused and mistakenly try to snog Alphino instead. That, yeah, oh, shoot. We're supposed to get the chain thingy. Who else is there? I'm really struggling now. Chloe, call the FBI now. Just get it over and done with. What's her big sister called again? I can't remember. Zlo? I can't say it. Zloe? I don't know. I think Nashu's just miles ahead of her. Maybe the primals. Shiva? I don't think she's really my type. Lakshmi? I don't know. I don't think Lakshmi really is making the threshold either. Suzaku, on the other hand, in Phoenix form, yes. At the start of the encounter, she's in a maid dress or something similar. I could go for that. Phoenix maid of some sort. Nice. And it's over. That's going to be helpful because I'm running out of things I can think of now. Yeah, top 10 might be challenging. I just ruled out most of them, I think. What's in the box? Not a ring of fending. Okay, I guess I'm done. Thanks for watching and see you next time.